sense now. Oh yeah, Mike. Oh yeah.
I've been trying to recover. I've finally been recovering lately, but
And you also have to figure out how it goes with the song. A lot of people go down, up, down.
yeah,
Well, I find it easier if you go up, down, up.
I'm alternating.
But my initial stroke is up.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do gallops the other way. I can't go down. I have to go.
Oh, that makes sense for 4 though, because I was doing 3. I could see starting up with 4.
It's the same.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, but know what I like about?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. If you slow it down and actually think about it, I feel like maybe down is better. But when you're going full speed,
No, I can see that because it's like you're more centered here.
yeah,
It's like this is a stretch up here,
yeah.
so it makes sense to start there. Oh yeah, I can do it. I've never tried that. That's interesting. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
I don't know. To each their own.
Barracuda.
I had a long, hard road with galloping.
Yeah.
And I don't even like just straight galloping either. Like, there's a breakdown in a song that I used to do, and it was mind-numbing for me. It was like, it's just galloping for like almost 10, 15 seconds or something.
Yeah.
That's like the breakdown. Like, if you're an Atreyu fan, you know, I think it's Lip Gloss and Black, maybe? Is that what it was? Yeah. It opens with that, and then there's like that breakdown, and he's just whispering. It's not even really a breakdown. It's kind of almost like
Interlude.
a breakdown build up. Yeah, an interlude of sorts. It's just like. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I like the triplets, like a real horse gallop. You know, is triplets. It's like you're riding a horse, but it don't.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass. I don't like to use it too much. I'll use it sparingly, like in the mix with another, not just 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 or whatever. Like
The drop kick, 3/4, 3/4,
it's three beats.
and then 4 with the gallop.
No, well, it's 3/4 is the measure, right? Because you got three beats per 4. 4 is a bar, right? 4 is the standard, so it's a 3/4. I'm pretty sure.
No, I've seen that 3/4. I see that all the time.
Yeah,
I just don't really know what it means.
yeah. It's three beats, and so technically, when you're making music, there should be the standard is 4 beats per second, I want to say, and so you're doing 3 out of the 4. I don't know. It's just time signature.
Yeah.
I've
been getting heavy. I never was big into time signature until I started fiddling, because there's so many. There's jigs and reels. So a reel is like 4/4, and a jig is like 3/4. Or whatever. It's like sets of 3.
Yeah.
Which I'd never been used to before.
Yeah. There's some weird time signatures out there. Some of my favorite songs are like 5/4, which is really weird.
Yeah. So I started with that Stratocaster that I gave away because I played it for years, but then I didn't like playing it anymore. Well, what I was going to say is that guitar, I like that Telecaster for the same reason I like this one. There's no pickups in the way of your pick.
That's why I never played a Stratocaster. And
Yeah.
they definitely, I've noticed that too. there's people that play them and don't somehow scrape their pick on the middle
Yes.
pickup, but I used to do it all the time and it would annoy the crap out of me.
I love my Les Paul in the other room that my sister got me for my birthday one year. It sounds better than my Stratocaster. It plays better than my Stratocaster. But then a couple years ago, I was trying to learn this Dropkick Murphys where it's like they just play like this the whole time. Different chords.
Yeah.
So I was doing that and I was hitting my pickup. And it's like you can learn to do it without hitting your pickup, but
Yeah.
it's
I mean, it's
harder.
right there. When you rest
I
your
know.
hand on the bridge, like that's where she wants to go.
And that's why I bought the
where that pickup would be.
Telecaster.
Yeah, Telecasters are nice. I just like the body. I like having, for some reason, this single cutout speaks to me.
The thing is, though, I've been playing this guitar for so many years now that when I try to play any other guitar, I'm just not very good at it. My muscle memory is so set on this now.
You gotta mix it up, fella.
I like this, though, because it's like the only thing that gets in my way is no neck cutout. But that doesn't even get in my way that much. But I love the wide neck, 2-inch wide neck. And it's pretty flat. And the finger picking is so nice. Like,
Yeah, I never got into finger picking. Very nice. I like that little jingle.
That's Mario. It's nice to have the bass. You have multiple melodies going on. You got the bass and treble melodies.
Yeah.
It adds so much like fullness to the sound.
I used to. There was a song, I can't even remember how it goes now.
My first chord
I
kind
don't
of sounds
know.
like Dust in the Wind.
I don't know.
But yeah, I basically because this, yeah, no, it's so nice having no frets for chugging, and like this, it's got like a good low end.
Yeah, it's got a nice warm sound to it.
Yeah, and it weighs nothing. That's another thing I don't like about electrics when I put them on now. Is it's like 30 pounds around my neck. It's like this
It's
doesn't
only
weigh.
like 5 to 8, right?
I'm a frail, weak boy.
Like this is a heavier guitar as far as the ones that I play, but it's still only like 8 pounds.
I had a dream where I went into my favorite guitar store and saw the ultimate guitar from my imagination, and the store owner was like, "Here it is." And I was like, "Oh shit, it is here."
Here it is.
I couldn't believe it. So it's basically this neck, but on a Stratocaster-like body that's transparent.
Oh.
And also like a little thinner and kind of like stretched like a lightning bolt.
Are you gonna make it one day?
Hopefully. Because I'm never, this neck width and the nylon strings, definitely my favorite way to go. But the body, I could definitely go with a thin, like more streamlined.
You know what's funny
shape.
that I just noticed now is how much I rely on audible feedback when I'm playing guitar. I like struggling with some things on there that just come naturally. I mean, I don't know if it came across, but yeah, when you were saying there was 4, I was like, did I just play 4 with a
You're
with
doing
a gallop?
You're doing 3 and 4s.
Yeah. I don't have any audible feedback to know that I'm doing it or not doing it. It's so funny.
Yeah, you're supposed to be amped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plugged in, cranked.
That's really half the instrument. When you play electric, the guitar is not the instrument alone.
No, it's not.
It's the amp is part of it.
It does have good sound without an amp. It's got nice resonance, but yeah, I'm not getting the sensory input that I need.
So I cut this pick out of Shaw's rewards card. And
Nice.
I've done this many times over years from old cards when I couldn't find a pick. But the shape of this one in particular is very
With the
useful with the
flat edge.
elongated side.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Like it's a good thickness. It's a good shape.
Hmm.
So that's cool. But check these out.
Those are big
These are
boys.
beefers. These are, and they're made to be sticky to your fingers. And this one even more so. But
Is this a 3mm?
I don't know. It's a
I
chonker.
could play with that. That's not too bad.
The thing what was happening to me was,
These are nice to dig in.
yes, I was playing. There's this something called a blue chip. It's a bluegrass kind of brand pick, and it's like a giant triangle, and they're nice and everything, but they literally cost like $70.
What?
And somebody lost theirs at the last one of the festivals I was at this summer. We couldn't find it anywhere. Hopefully, it's packed in his case.
I bought a pack of Dunlop 420s.
Mhm.
They come in green. I just bought it for the novelty, but they're kind of nice. They have the same grip on the front as that
I
one,
love this grip, but the
and
problem.
it's super thick.
So ever since you gave me these, I've been super happy with them. They've been my favorite picks. The only problem I've run into at all is sometimes it spins in my fingers after playing for a long time.
Ah.
And so the whole point of the triangle pick is like no matter how it spins, it's still kind
It's
of the
still,
same.
yeah.
So, and
Here, try this one. It's got 2 different points.
oh my god. Oh, this makes me uncomfortable for some reason.
I didn't like it at first either, but it doesn't. It helps mitigate that twirl because it's thinner where you're
Yeah,
gripping.
no, it is awesome. How did you just find this somewhere?
Instagram ad, man. It also glows in the dark, so that's a plus.
Ah, it's not a shame. I forgot the chords. What is it? That's it. Yeah, so I got these. These are also like acrylic triangles. They're not quite as nice as the blue chip, the bluegrass one,
Yeah,
but
these seemed like they have really rounded edges,
they're
which
similar style.
I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Do I have my capo? Yeah, they're like, I liked them at the time. They're interesting options to have.
This would probably be good for blues. I'm sure it imparts kind of a even warmer sound. It doesn't have a sharp attack that
Yeah.
other picks.
If I could just find a way. I've almost like started going to. It's hard because I can't find my capo, but there's like this song. So you're supposed to be like. And when you start doing
That's
that,
a lot of string jumping there.
and when you get going, like it's fun to play it like quickly, but then you're doing so much jumping around that the pick starts spinning in my fingers, and that's sort of why I tried these, and I like them, but I kind of went back to this one because this one's pretty cool. I do like this one. But yeah, it's cool to have options. But no,
I got a when my dad passed away, I took back, I guess, I inherited back a gift that I gave to him. It was like it's a really heavy ceramic. It looks like a sarcophagus, but it says Ozzy on it. It's Ozzy Osbourne. And it's got his hand in 3D on the back, and it's got the OZZY across the knuckles.
Nice.
But I throw all my picks in there, and I've got tons of them.
Nice. Instagram, you found that one on?
This, yes, acoustic attack. I don't know.
I definitely like it. It's definitely.
It's got like this really ultra pointy side that's like flared out. It's kind of a wide tip, and then there's this one that's more narrow, but it's not quite as pointy. And but yeah, it's nice and thin here. You can almost see through it in the center there. And it's got some nice grip to it.
Yeah, it's got a really nice non-spin design.
Yeah,
That's why I like it.
I think I got like a 20 pack. So
I don't know how guitarists
that
ever
one here.
Yeah, back in the day before they had all these fancy picks and it was just like a normal plastic triangle.
The ones you would get with the guitar
Like, how
just
did they
had the
get so
guitar company's logo on it. Just a straight medium pick.
That's like people getting good on those classic skateboards. It's like it's possible. Like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's just very difficult.
Right.
But,
Why handicap yourself when you don't need to?
that's the thing. And talking about audio positioning on the guitar, for me, part of when I switch guitars now, it's a problem. Is like this is 12th fret, and I can feel it with the neck of the guitar here.
Yeah, it joins almost at that fret.
So now when I play other guitars, I get lost. I don't even know where I am because I don't have this 12th fret stop. I'm so used
you're
to it.
relying, yeah.
Because right here, if you start up your Nintendo Wii, oops, God damn it, I'll cut this out. That's right at the. See, I put my hand right against the guitar.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's on camera. Yeah, so that's there.
It's bringing back memories. Right around the time my little brother got into video games, we got a Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
I think my mom got it because I got one or something like that.
It's one of the
because
best
my
consoles ever,
brother
for sure.
was so into it, and he would do the tennis and the bowling, just tons of games.
I've got one. I was thinking it would be funny to like play bowling or tennis or something during the podcast.
Just watch me huck a fucking Wii nunchuck into the ceiling.
It's such like good vibes. Like you made it, goal. Like it's so like soothing.
Yeah, it's there's very upbeat kind of.
Yeah, and the
feel.
faces.
Yeah.
I had like everybody I knew in my family and like the me's with their stupid heads. And you can like identify them based on the face. You're like, oh, that's Leslie. Then when you're like swinging the bat, like you've got your face on there. It's so funny. It is one of the best ever.
Nice.
Yeah, because I found my Dance Dance Revolution pad end game.
No, really?
Have you ever played that?
Oh, I played it like a handful of times at an arcade.
I love that game. That would be really funny on the podcast too.
I don't know if I'm willing to do that.
I'll embarrass myself. Maybe I'll encourage your bravery, but I'll let these wild feet fly. No. Oh man, it's funny. The first time I ever tried that game, I was bad at it because I was trying to do it like visually, and I was like, "Oh, it's the beat." Stupid. Then I like got it. Then I wouldn't leave one time. I was at like an arcade. My parents were like, "We got to go." I'm like, "No."
No.
It was so fun. It was so good.
I'm dancing here.
Hey, I'm trying to make a movie. All right, I do have some funny stuff here somewhere written down.
Nice.
Google Keeps. All right, I asked you about the man bun and ponytail. Oh yeah, the nice thing about me is when I do a man bun, it basically covers my balding spot.
Balding spot.
So it's like my options are hat or hair like this, and then you can't really tell that I've got a balding spot, which is pretty sweet. You got to deceive, you know.
It's like the makeup for men.
It actually kind of looks like whatever.
I've seen some scary stuff on the socials. Like women that are like 50 years old with like deep crevice wrinkles end up looking like 20 years old. Super catfishy.
Gross. Speaking of deep wrinkles, my sister got me this moisturizer. It's for milking cows originally.
Bag bomb. Heck yeah.
And I have never used anything.
Moisturizer.
It's the most effective moisturizer I've ever used.
Because it has lanolin.
It's got one ingredient. I looked up all the ingredients because I'm like Mr. Non-toxic. And there's only one ingredient I found that could be semi-toxic. So that's not bad. Just one partially toxic ingredient.
And she bought it at TJ Maxx for $5.
TJ Maxx was a good store.
It is. You can get a lot of good deals there.
I like, their cookware.
We just bought a bunch of kids. I dropped $100 this weekend at TJ Maxx. About like 5 outfits per kid.
Dude, I was there one time years ago, and I look up at the coat rack, and I saw someone from high school, like on the other side, and I immediately left. I was like, I hope he didn't see me.
Danger!
He was looking a little frazzled, like a little addled, a little drug addled.
Oh, yikes. Yeah.
I'm like, bye.
That's the worst, seeing somebody that you used to know, like, fucking strung out or something.
Yeah, it's sad.
Or tweaking.
Yeah. He was such an awesome kid, too, before he got into all that. Super fun.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me who it is.
You
could edit it out. Or you could tell me
it's
later.
the old, was it JC? No, JG. JG.
JG.
Yeah, the red-haired child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've seen him pretty plastered as an adult. And, yeah.
He was so fun, though, before all that.
Yeah, when he was just smoking weed, he was fine.
He had the best energy.
Yeah. I saw him drunk a few times at a couple bars, and it was not a pleasant interaction.
Yeah.
Like, are you speaking words right now? Because it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, that's funny you mentioned that at TJ Maxx, because that parking lot that had the TJ Maxx up there also had Kmart in it, which finally they shut like a year or two ago. Mm-hmm. But when I was working there, when it was across the street was that restaurant I worked at, Louie.
Oh, yeah. Louie's. Oh, good food.
They do have good food. Do you know they have one chef there that's way better than the rest?
I've noticed that. There's an inconsistency with the dishes, like the cream sauce on some of the pasta some days.
Dude.
Now I know.
When he does the cream sauce, it's literally the best I've ever had. I don't know how and it's the same stock they start with, because it's like pre-made.
Yeah.
It just has the magic touch.
Yeah. Some of them, I don't know. It's
the way he cooks
being
it.
like watery with some of the other guys or something. And the flavor's not quite there either.
I feel like he's too good for that place, or like he doesn't, like because he works so hard there, like day in, day out, as kind of like head down kind of thing. But he's like very high level.
Nice.
But anyway,
I appreciate it. I'm a pretty good chef myself.
I know we're gonna have to talk about some chef stuff at some point, because I can cook some pretty good stuff, Mexican stuff in particular. But across from Louie was Kmart, and it was nice because how long has it been?
Can we take a break? I'm really thirsty, and I have a seltzer in my car.
Yeah.
I forgot to grab it.
Get a drink too.
Good break.
Clear some rubble out of the way here.
Rubble. This place is a mess. Get it? Rebel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is it? Your dress is a mess? I can't remember the actual lyrics. Where's Manfred?
Good question. He's being occupied.
I'm trying to avoid him so he doesn't run over to me and say, "Oh, he's in your car." He's driving the vet. Watch out. I'm not leaving yet. I'm just grabbing my seltzer that I forgot in the car. He's revving the engine over there, taking the vet for a spin. Are you, bud? Oh, you don't want to play cornhole, bud. Don't break it. Just leave it alone. Hey, you're done. You're done with it. You got to sit in it. Well, he's pulling up pretty hard on there. I don't think he's like trying to push in the lock portion of it or something. I don't know what's going on. Pull towards you. Pull up and towards you. Telling your mom to hop in like he's gonna drive her around town.
He's funny.
He is. He's a funny lad. When he's not being a little shicer.
I hope these mics are still connected. I think they probably are because they were last time we did this.
Oh yeah, they have like a 500-foot range or so they claim.
Crazy. Well, whenever they claim wireless ranges like that, it's usually with nothing in between them.
Where's yours? Oh yeah, you left it in here. It's green. Mine's
It
still
was
green.
cold until now today, so I'm heating up. I was trying to talk like more loudly because my mic was quiet last time a little bit for a lot of stuff I was mumbling. I noticed like your eye twitch a little bit, like stress twitch.
I had a headache. I'm
okay.
surprised the podcast went as well as it did. I did not tell you, but yeah, I had one of those just like, it wasn't a migraine and it wasn't anything that I needed like aspirin for, but it was just like a slight all day long.
And then here I am talking loudly at you. It's like my normal talking voice is fine if I had a microphone in front of my lips, which I almost was considering doing. I might do that at some point.
I mean, these aren't too bad. If you have it like pointed up at you.
You know what
centered.
we need? I was reading online about these mics, and the sound quality is actually just as good as the ones you hold in front of your mouth. The reason they don't sound as good is purely the placement. So like if you have it up here, it's much clearer.
Yeah.
So like we could make like, I've got all these extra coat hangers for hanging up exhaust on cars for free instead of paying a fortune at the exhaust shop.
Noise.
And you could bend like wire to go like, you know, Michael Jackson style. And magnet these on. I kind of want to do that just because like...
You can. I'm not going to.
I think I might just because like...
I could also... it's only on medium, I believe, the gain on the microphone. So I could turn it up a notch and see
No,
if that
but it's
helps.
perfect for you. I just talk quietly, more quieter than you. So
Well, stop it.
I'll make myself a Michael Jackson hee-hee.
There you go.
I actually have one that came with another mic that I didn't get the wireless pack for, but anyway.
Do you have a glitter glove too? A single glittery glove.
Dude, those shoes that like you can go all the way down and come back up. It's like the coolest. He was pretty cool. He's got that glove and stuff, and he would wear those like underwear on like top of his pants.
He was an interesting guy. That was weird sounding. I just talked through a burp and it was like reverberated.
Dude, I saw a concert of his on YouTube a few years ago. It was when he was at like his peak. And there's literally girls fainting and being like constantly throughout the whole show. There's like a parade of girls being carried out.
That's wild.
They're just, because I've always seen them like cartoons and stuff. But for him, that's what's going on.
Real life.
It's crazy. They're like, I love you, Michael. It's crazy.
Oh, excuse.
But it's like, yeah,
If you can sing and dance, that's what the ladies like, I guess.
Have you heard those clips where it's like his real voice? It's like super deep when he doesn't know the microphone is on.
No, I haven't.
So creepy.
Didn't know that was a thing.
I just remember that for some reason. I don't know if it's real or anything. But
we share a birthday. Me and MJ.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
MJ, the best singer dancer of all time. MJ was also the fastest sprinter of all time. What was it? It was like Michael Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my middle and last name. I was made for greatness, but haven't aspired to it yet.
You're great just the way you are.
Oh, thanks.
No, but dude, the Kmart, before it went out of business, I loved it because it was cozy. They hadn't updated it, and you could tell for like 10 or 20 years. Mm-hmm. So like, it was like a little, you know when you go into like a well-kept store, it's like glistening clean, no dust, like bright white lights. It's kind of a harsh environment.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a broken in. Yeah.
A little daunting.
It was like yellowish light, like 90s, like pop, like 80s, 90s pop, like electronic music. I'm like grooving in there. I'm like, oh man, this is nice. Like the lights aren't hurting my eyes. They've got some good jams on. It's not
Yeah.
all
Oh
like
yeah.
it's not like a Walmart where it's like crazy, like what whatever everywhere. It's kind of like has its stuff together. And I really regret it going out of business, but I really
Nobody in my family does well in Walmart. We go there weekly on Saturdays for supplies and some groceries. The
yeah.
Super Center in Claremont.
It's not like a welcoming feeling place.
No, there's usually too many people on the weekend, and everybody in the family except for Lorelai has like stimulus
Issues. Yeah,
problems.
I do too.
Yeah, like
Yeah. I
can't
mean,
do it.
it doesn't bother me that much, but I would prefer it if it didn't have such bright white lights.
By the time we get to the registers, everybody's like worn down. You can tell. We start hooting and hollering at each other.
Yeah, but
And
it's like
like, ugh.
you know how like a broken in couch can be more comfortable than a new one?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how that Kmart felt.
Like a nice worn in chair.
It was great and like it was cool because it was never like packed, but they had pretty good selection. Like I bought a do rag there.
You bought a what?
Yeah, for like
Working on your
sleeping.
wave? Oh, for
Yeah,
sleeping.
because like your hair gets like everywhere.
Long hair problem.
Who would have known?
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk it? I bought that there, and they had good car tools. Like they didn't have a big section of car tools, but what they did have was good
Nice.
and like a good price. It's like, yeah, no, I missed that place. And let's see what we have on here.
Fair prices. Probably what did them in.
Yeah, not as cutthroat as Walmart. I think we pretty much covered everything I got written down. I didn't mention the wheel hardness though of the skateboards.
Yeah.
Um,
99 durometer.
Everybody's on the 99s or more now.
Yeah.
You can just skate through rocks and like.
Well, ironically, they're made for more smoother stuff. So there's a few people that are going down to like 97 A just because they're in the streets and there's less vibration because there's not as much give with the harder wheels.
No.
But it's easier to slide and like rebound something. So if you like throw like a 1/8, well, not quite like a 360. If like say you do like a 270 or something like that, you can revert it, bring it around, slide those wheels around a little bit easier.
They're easier to slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blunt slides too. Another thing where you need the wheel to slide.
Blunt slide.
No slides too, because a lot of times you're getting like right up on there and your wheels will touch. Like, yeah, and then blunt slides, obviously, because your wheels, if you're on a ledge, your wheels are on. You're sliding on your wheels.
You know, my head could use some water too. You want to pass me that? Behind your head is a kettle. You can just fill this up real quick with some lukewarm water for me to drink.
Left-handed.
Oh, lefty.
Non-dominant.
This is the show right here.
My stream's piddling out.
Throwing with your non-dominant hand is so funny looking.
Yeah, it's like learning all over again.
It feels so pathetic. It's the worst. If you want to throw like a girl, it's literally just use your left hand. It feels like you can't throw. It's so weird. It's like the muscles are there, but you'd see.
Yeah,
so bad.
I'm trying to like in my head think about like me throwing right now and what I'm doing with my right that I'm not doing with my left.
With my left, it's
I
more
feel like it's the elbow. It's more of like
yes, it's like a whip.
You lead with your elbow in all directions. So when you're bringing it back, your elbow is the first thing to go back.
Yes,
and then so with this one, yeah, it's just awkward because I want to lead with more of my forearm.
Me too. Yeah, I end up going more just like this. With the left hand. It just doesn't work.
Weird.
It's funny. Oh, on the topic of doing things you're embarrassed to do, like Dance Dance Revolution or what was the other thing?
I just don't like dancing in front of people in general, and I'm not bad at it
Most people.
from the people that I have danced in front of, but I just
Yeah, no, it's just funny that physical activities are embarrassing to me. I don't know why, but like hula hooping or something, you know?
oh yeah. Gyrating your
Like,
hips,
come
I
on,
mean.
guys. I love it's so funny to be embarrassed about doing something physical.
Alvin. Alvin and the Chipmunks are not embarrassed. Especially Alvin. He wants a hula hoop.
And then if you're not embarrassed about it, other guys get embarrassed like for you. They're like, "Oh, look away,
You
cover
sure you
your
want to be
eyes."
doing that right now?
All right, I've got some "Are you a woodchuck?" questions.
Hit me.
You know what I realized what a woodchuck even is? Is like throwing firewood is easier than carrying it between like piles. I think that's where woodchuck might have come from.
The name of the animal, though, you think is...
No, I was talking about like a Vermonter
Oh,
woodchuck.
oh, okay. I read that and I thought, like, the animal immediately.
I saw an animal outside my sliding door. It woke me up in the middle of the night. I had left a dirty pan out there.
Mm-hmm.
It woke me up. I took a look. I don't even know what it is still. It had a black head with a white stripe down the middle, but the body looked like tan. But it was very dark and hard to see, so I'm not even sure.
Hmm.
But it was like fair sized. It was like a large, like a wider cat almost.
And it wasn't a skunk.
Maybe it was a skunk because it was so dark that the body looked tan, but who knows? Like,
Could have been maybe a badger.
that's what I was thinking. But then my dad is like, badgers don't live around here, but maybe they do now with the climate change.
Yeah, hard telling, not knowing.
Yeah, it was crazy. But all right, here's our backwoods questions.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get through these, and then maybe we'll be done. How much is a cord of wood?
I don't know the exact measurements. I should know because I grew up with it. I had to split wood, but I do not.
I don't either. It's
like three. I want to say it's like 3,000 feet or something like that. It's like whatever 3,000 feet is square rooted. It's put in squares. Oh, I'm filming on my phone. I'm looking. I'm like trying to figure it out.
3,000 feet.
Yeah.
Let's see, 3,000 to the 1/2 power is how you do square root that way. 1/2, 1W, 54.7.
54.7 square feet.
Let's see, cord of wood, because I don't actually know how much it is easier. Like I'll make a pile that's like about a cord, because I've seen them enough, but I don't know the actual amount. Because a cord must equal 128 cubic feet.
100, of course, they put it in cubic.
But then there's like face cord, and a face cord is like a 2-dimensional cord.
Right.
Like this many feet by this many feet, like ignoring how deep the wood is cut.
Right.
But then there's a full, that's what people most commonly go by. I did some research a little while ago.
Yeah, when you order wood, when you're stacking wood, face cords makes sense. When you order wood, though, they should be giving you
8 feet long, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide. That's 128 cubic feet. That's a full cord. So the 4
what's
foot
8 times 4 times 4 is
makes
oh,
can weigh up to 5,000 pounds.
I was wrong. I thought it had something to do with 3,000 was like the total area.
I think you might be closer to the more commonly used face cord, because nobody uses a full cord generally. They do like the face cord, because this said 8 by 4 by 4, but if you just do 8 by 4 by like 16 inches or whatever, I think that's about the number you had, which is
okay.
Like, that's what people use more often. But yeah, no, it's a good. Do you know? Do you have to drive into town? I mean, you used to.
Oh yeah.
That's a backwoods thing.
Uh-huh.
Also, like not having a paved road. You knew how to run a wood stove, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
See, I'm still learning. I got a mini wood stove recently.
Yeah, you've got the bottom vent that you have to open slightly to get airflow to go through the bottom, and you build your kindling first, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can throw on the logs.
Mm-hmm. I got some nice burns on my hands from.
Some of the stoves don't have that little gate though, and that's where the billower comes in. That's old school
Oh, I
shit.
remember using the billower in the fireplace. Those are fun. So you know how to you know how to run a wood stove. You know how to chop and stack wood.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good with a chainsaw?
All right. It's been a while. I haven't had to do it in a long time, but yeah, my teen years, I was cutting and stacking wood from about mid-August all the way up till November. So
Keeps a man in shape. Have you ever ridden a dirt bike or snowmobile?
yes, both.
I think I think we don't have to go through the rest of these. I think you're a woodchuck. But do you know how to drive a tractor?
I don't. I've never driven a tractor.
Do you have a four-wheel drive?
Yes.
Is your road paved? I mean, I guess it depends on where you lived at the time, but
That's funny because it wasn't, and then it did get paved. But yeah, dirt roads are home. I
yep.
enjoy dirt roads much more than paved roads.
How far do you have to drive to get to a good supermarket or a mainstream department store?
A good supermarket? I mean, there's Shaw's in Springfield.
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
not
not
talking
that
about
great.
that. No, it is not.
Yeah, you're driving at least a half hour to 45 minutes if you want to do anything.
Yeah, this is all lining right up in the woodchuck column. So, how many animals have you kept? Have you ever had a large number of animals to keep?
Oh yeah, my stepdad did sled dog racing. We had at one point, I think the highest number he had was 32 dogs in the dog yard.
The dog yard. That's crazy. 32 dogs?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Were they barking all the time?
No, they
Thank
were all
God.
pretty quiet. Now, once in a while, if like a bear was around, one would start
Yeah.
howling, and then they'd all chime in. And
That's kind of when you want.
Overwhelming.
This is the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Uh-oh. All right, we're almost done.
I know, well, I want Manny want to go for a ride in the truck.
Oh, okay.
Be in the front seat in his car seat.
Okay.
Can we do that or not?
He's not supposed to be in the front seat. He knows that.
I know, he doesn't know that.
No, not now. You're not big enough yet. Mom would have my hide if I let you ride shotgun.
We'll be done in 5 minutes, Mom. We already covered this. Can you make a fire? You know how to make a good fire. Can you build basic structures and use most common power tools?
Yeah. I've got enough power tools in the back of the rig.
All right, we've got like three more here or so here. How much lawn mowing and yard work did your property take to maintain? And did you help with all that stuff?
Yeah, we didn't get a ride-on lawnmower until my younger brother was old enough to operate it.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Yeah, I was pushing over the whole yard.
Oh.
It sucked. It would take like seriously almost 3 hours to mow the lawn.
Dude, I have spent countless hours of my life mowing the lawn.
It's just ridiculous.
Oh my God. It is ridiculous. Like you're not even getting food from it. Like you don't have crops you're working on.
Manicuring.
So dumb. Like if I had my own property, I would either let it grow to hay length and cut it like once or twice a year and actually get hay to sell.
Yeah.
Or I would plant like crops that I could eat. I'm not going to be out there maintaining lawn I don't care about. I want to make a track for my cars to drive on. I don't care about a lawn.
Right? Yeah.
Those are stupid. But it's funny, though, because sometimes you do get sucked in. You're like, oh, I'm going to rake this. Looks so much better. You get all zen
Keep
about it.
going, yeah.
You're like, oh, no, I'm becoming that guy. No. It is nice, though, on like a nice day outside, like a crisp day.
Yeah.
Raking up those leaves and all that. Get it all nice looking. How far did you walk to get home when the bus dropped you off?
All the way up Hilltop Road.
All the way up the hill.
Yep.
You're not from the city, boy. You're from the country. I gotta walk